has been a conversation going around the country, people asking whether the president should engage the Gen Zs and millennials in a conversation. Now, that is a very good idea the president is having, but on this platform here, I want to tell the president it is not a good idea for him to hold a conversation with the Gen Zs and millennials, either now or in the future. And in this video here, I'm going to give reasons as to why the president should not engage in a conversation with the Gen Zs in form of dialogue. Now, first of all, before you do so, if this is the first time you're watching our videos, kindly make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that's the best support you can always give C45 TV. Now, the first reason I want to say on this platform as why I feel it is not important for the president or necessary for the president to hold a conversation with the Gen Z. The first one is because that the country, even the Gen Zs and millennials, do not trust him as the president. This is because of the inconsistencies that have been happening in his statements. He says this, he does that. He says this, it has not happened. So that is the reason as to why I feel that the Gen Zs and millennials, even most of the part of the country, don't trust him right now. Another reason as to why is the needs. People have different needs right now that the president should be handling, which are reflecting on the demands of the Gen Zs. The first need you're talking about here is the cost of living that the president should be considering to lower. The second thing is over taxation that is affecting the country greatly. The third thing you're talking about here is the fact that the abductions in the country that the president must abolish as soon as possible, as now. You know, people have been abducted and the president has not pronounced himself to tell the public, the police who are involved in this, to stop the abductions. He has not castigated this openly, and that's why we feel the president should address. Another thing as to why the president should not engage in a conversation with the Gen Zs or millennials, it is that there are killings that have happened in Nairobi and other parts of the country which really anger these youths. And in the conversation right now, there's nothing the Gen Zs and millennials want to hear about from the president, if it's not all about the current issues, that is the killings that are happening in the Kenyans and also protesters across the country. Another thing we're having is the anger among the citizens. We've realized, if you can see, it is common about the most of the members of parliament. We're having the MPs which are who have been attacked by the protesters because of their stand, the way they talk to people. Therefore, the president should address that, because the MPs are making the citizens to be angered about them, and that makes them actually Ruto now becomes a victim in this, and therefore he cannot openly start engaging a conversation. Yet these things are still going on in the public. You have MPs like Osoro, Kimani Chungwa, who speak to the public arrogantly, and if this keeps happening, it angers the citizens more, and that should come to an end. Now, instead, the president should do the following. The president should ensure that he has called, he has sacked the people the Gen Zs are asking. One of them is Linturi, who was involved in a fertilizer scandal. If Linturi is sacked right now, that's a good step towards trusting the president, because that means he has understood what the people are asking. We want justice to be served to those people involved in fake fertilizer. Another thing, the president should immediately order the abductions to stop. He has to order the abductions to stop so that we can have the country moving in a safe way. Everyone has to feel safe to express himself. Also, those people who are in jail right now, in a form of protesters, they should be released from jail to come home and join their families, because it's not a crime to protest. Another thing we should have is the government taking care of the expenses of those who are shot, and above some compensation to the family members. My name is Abdul Mukwa. If this is the first time you're watching our videos, kindly make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that's the best support you can always give us.